Yes, it was too easy to do.
And we are live. It is Sunday, June 30th, 2019, 8:03 p.m. Eastern, 5:03 on the West Coast, 1:03 a.m. in the UK. We have my good buddy and brother-in-arms, Aaron Lee, joining us tonight, along with two special guest stars, Mr. David Nesdall. Nice. And
Hello,
Mr.
everybody.
Rob Johnson in the house as well.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I don't know how special I am, but thanks for having me. So it's great.
Well, your mom says you're special.
Very special.
Actually, my mom doesn't like me very much right now, but that's cool. No, I'm kidding. No, thanks for having me, buddy. It's great to be here. Great to see you.
Always a pleasure to have you on. I'm going to get straight to roll call. We'll get that done because, hey, they showed up. The least we can do is give them a shout out. So if you want a shout out, please say something in the chat. I'm just going to scroll right up to the top here. I don't think we need to see the 50 messages by Will Varela here to start off show, but we got Will Varela tuning in from Oyster Bay. We've got Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. We've got Terry's GG&G, the true moderator to the stars. We've got Mr. Mark Taft in the house. We have my lovely sister Amanda. We have Brian Landreth, James Wright, Marsman, rock on, buddy, out of Illinois as well. Scrolling. Ron Limber is in the house. Joe Hervey, 84. Awesome. Lawrence Petross designer to the stars. Good to see you, buddy. We got some guy named Albus Band. I don't know who that is. Phil Mosley Music. Jalen Allen Newman, welcome. New name in the chat, I believe. Rob's EVH Guitars Fitness and FA's TV. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know who that is. Jasco Plumbing Supply, my Bronx brother. Mike Rohde, good to see you all. Robert Metzenberg.
I may have to put that up later.
Nice. We got a nice little crowd already jumping in for long weekend here in Canada. Tomorrow is Canada Day, as we like to do things that much sooner before the Independence Day celebrations later in the week, south of the border.
Nice. Oh, Jalen's saying hi to you in the chat, by the way. I don't have the chat up.
I don't have the chat up. So hello, everyone. Hello, Jalen.
Hey, Rob, they're saying your audio's a little low, brother.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to have to speak a little bit louder because I can't seem to get it fixed. So I'm on my iPad, so.
Yeah, an iPad audio sucks. I know that.
I got this little iRig field mic thing, and it doesn't work for you-know-what. It sucks. So.
Oh, you can say whatever you want.
Fucking thing blows.
There we go. Check them out. Available on Amazon.ca.
Oh, Ben, I just want to say one thing. I really want to thank you for jumping in on my channel, too. Rob's EVH Fitness and Firearms TV. I started doing the videos with Johnny and Dave back a few years ago. And then, I figured a few months back I'd start my own channel so I could kind of do my own thing also. And it just exploded. And I can't believe the feedback I'm getting from people, positive stuff and stuff that people would like to see. But I just want to say thank you obviously to Dave, because Dave jumps in, but I certainly want to say thank you to you, Ben, for jumping in. And I really appreciate it, buddy. I mean, it means a lot to me. Thank you.
Hey, you cover great stuff in depth and detail, and I learn something every time I tune in. So,
as do I, because people in the chat. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's great to talk about stuff and show different Van Halen guitars and whatever else. But one of the things that's always nice is a lot of people in the chat that chime in. I mean, I always learn stuff too. So, I mean, that's important.
And welcome Amy Roche or Roche into the chat. Hello. Nice. Lawrence saying hey to everybody. Yes, Lawrence, I am representing tonight. Everyone should get a Lawrence Petross pedal in their life. If you're into pedals.
That sounds cool. I'd like to try one of those, actually.
Yeah, he makes them all himself out of Mesa, Arizona. If you're into Marshall tones, he's got you covered. The latest one that just brought out was the Lemon Grenade, I believe it's called. which is the early Zeppelin Jimmy Page tone when he was using a Vox for some of the recording.
Very cool.
If not, just get a shirt. Yeah, there we go, Lawrence. Yeah, worst case, just get the shirt. Like half the guys will walk around with Harley Davidson t-shirts on, right? They've never ridden in their lives.
Yeah, I know. Hell, I wear a Harley Davidson t-shirt and I ride a Honda, so that's like sacrilegious right there. You know?
At least you can
because I
admit
can't
it.
afford one, you know.
Hey, admitting's half the battle, man.
Exactly, Aaron. That's right.
Hey, Ben, I don't have the chat up. So, did you say the guy's name is Wolverella?
Wolverella, yes.
Wolverella. He said he's from Oyster Bay. Is that Oyster Bay, Long Island, or is there another Oyster Bay somewhere that I don't know?
Nope, Long Island.
Right near me. I'm in Glen Cove.
Wow, that's right down the road, Dave.
That's about 10 minutes from me.
Dave, your life will infinitely improve if you start hanging out with that guy. He's fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, I'm just going to read you one of the things he opened the chat with today. He opened the chat with, "Please no bad language or remarks. They will not be tolerated unless it's about my ex-wife." Jesus Christ.
That's funny.
Yeah, he splits his time between Oyster Bay and the Bronx, I believe.
Oh, okay. So nice and not so nice.
And Will just said Glen Cove. Oh no.
How about ex-girlfriends? Can we like throw them in the in that category too?
We might as well, because I've never been married, and knocking on wood, hopefully,
Well, that's
Knocking on wood, hopefully you never will.
Yeah.
my sign didn't translate, or at least I couldn't tell if it did. My sign actually says, let's see if it shows up on the screen.
I divorced Will Varela.
Yeah, I love to fuck with that guy. He's hilarious.
And actually, Thrash, I asked Terry to post that on my behalf. That's not Terry running the chat. Terry runs under the owner's agreements on every channel. I wish you would get that through your head sometimes. Amy loves your tattoos, by the way, Aaron.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool too.
Tell the guy with the tattoos that they're amazing. Thanks, Amy. They weren't amazing when I sat through them, but yeah, they're all right. They're actually really stupid if you know what they are. I'm like covered in a bunch of fantasy bullshit, so it's like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, bunch of dumb shit. But I've got Pac-Man ghosts on me from the original Nintendo 8-bit. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous.
Hey, we got Sully Dude in the chat. Good to see you. Always a bonus when he joins us.
Yeah. I think he jumped in my.
So, there's Pal Guitars. Good to see you. So, Dave, you and I were talking earlier today about some stuff that may be out for Summer NAMM. And then Rob was asking me about it as well before we went live. So, it definitely looks like, Aaron, we need to swing by the EVH booth because we've seen some stuff being teased either in photographs or it looked like I could have swore one was out on display at Sweetwater already.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I thought I saw that blue, the blue Wolfgang on display.
Well, no, the blue Wolfgang is not. That's not new. That came out in January. But there's a blue. It looks like they're going to have a 5150 series guitar, which is like the 5150 series striped guitar, but with no stripes and in solid colors. It looks that way. It looks like someone at EVH had leaked photos of the headstocks of at least two different ones. Looks like it's going to be a blue burst and some sort of sunburst.
Yes,
Very
I
cool.
was talking about that. I got to jump out in just a second and jump back in. I think someone tried to call me. That's why I can't get my picture back. So I'll do that in a second. But I was talking to Ben a minute ago, and somebody on the VH Links was saying, "Oh, they're making EVH is making a Sammy Hagar guitar. It's all red. Why would he be doing that?" It's like, why would anybody think just because EVH is making a red guitar, it's a has anything to do with Sammy Hagar. That is
Of course not.
the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't know why people come to those stupid assumptions.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, I'm sure that one will be at the same time that EVH does the Michael Anthony bass, right?
yeah.
Yes. Right. Well, basically, it's EVH should come out with a Wolfgang bass. They should, because I mean, Wolfgang himself uses an EVH Wolfgang bass.
Yeah.
So it boggles my mind that they haven't come out with that yet, and they haven't touched on that market yet.
Craig Flowers, welcome, brother.
Oh, man, we got another character in the chat. Craig Flowers, good to see you, man. He says, I don't know you guys, just found Ben talking shit on Pete's Sunday Live earlier and came to check it out.
Nice.
Nice. Yes, but we did have way less trolls in Pete Thorne's chat today as a result. So I think sometimes the troll just sees a wrench in the chat and they just back off. So who knows?
It's so annoying,
Yep. But anyways, yeah, so a red 5150 series guitar would be cool. Yeah, and yes, I agree. Brian Landreth just messaged me on the side, so I agree, Brian. We'll see. Shortly.
Anyone would tie a red 5150 style guitar to Sammy Hagar. I mean, Christ, at this point, isn't Sammy more known for his tequila than he is for his music?
Yeah.
Or his rum,
Yeah, and I mean, quite frankly, the only time Sammy ever used that guitar was between 86 and 88. After that, he didn't use that guitar anymore.
Right.
Yes, you just happen to see it on some videos that were, that they did back in the day. But if anything, he's been using his Les Paul and his Explorer more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I see Sammy play, he's always playing his Les Paul where he's got the band logo up on the headstock.
The chicken foot logo on the headstock. Correct. That guitar. And a red Explorer it's actually the Sammy Hagar model Explorer.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we got JJ's House of Jam joining us. Good to see you, Janice. Always a pleasure.
I was literally about to write JJ.
So basically, these EVH guitars, not to compare them to anything, they're basically going to be just like the Music Yo Kramers, basically.
But probably in cooler colors.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're made in Indonesia or made in Mexico. I'm not sure yet.
Too, man.
Ben, I don't know what you thought, but I was just talking to Chris Hubbard the other day and Scott Smith about this. And, not in any way, shape, or form to slam EVH, but I mean, you were at NAMM and we saw the EVH booth and all these colors of these new Wolfgangs they got coming out. The specials and the standards or whatever. They're definitely cool, but why can't they do like some green quilt top USAs and some pink and some red and amber, quilt top USAs like Music Man and Evie used to do? It's like, they're making all these weird colors like drab army green and, pumpkin. I just, kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like, how about some nice curly quilty maple tops? Like,
well, I can answer that question for you.
It's like, I don't know. I just don't even get pumped up about it anymore.
The problem is EVH gear is more geared toward the metal guitar player.
Fact.
And that's why all the black hardware on everything instead of chrome. You get chrome on some of it, but mostly it's black hardware. And mostly it's on, like stuff that metalheads or metal guitar players would want to buy. The amount of people that are interested in the stuff that they've done in the past, it's us. It's just us. It's not really a big. There's not a big. What's the word I'm looking for?
Market.
There's not a big market for it. Not a lot of people really even care about EVH other than us. Really,
right?
It's really the truth. So for them to make that much of an expensive guitar with first of all, quilt maple is probably going to be out of the question because it's terribly expensive.
Yeah.
And there's not enough people to buy them. So I think that monetarily, it's not worth it to them to make those guitars. Would I want them? Absolutely. And I'd own every one of them. But just because a few people want them doesn't mean it's worth it to them to make them. So I think I believe that's what the answer is.
Yeah, it's just too bad because I remember the days when Eddie was like, hey, this is what I play. And, I'm not in this for a business. If you want what I make, here it is. And now it's a massive business and nobody cares about the Van Halen aspect anymore.
Well, that's the truth because, first of all, do you see them making it? Do you see them touring? You don't see them touring. Do you see them putting albums out where they can make money? Right. This is how Eddie is making his money. So he has to be a smart businessman. And that's why he's doing it that way. Before, when Van Halen was on the road, every 3 or 4 years and they were making a killing and they were putting out albums, it didn't matter what guitars he was putting out. Also, it wasn't coming out of his pocket. Now it is because it's his business. The other one was Music Man. Music Man was the money behind it, and so was Peavy. So it didn't matter to Eddie what was coming out other than what they were making for him. Well, now it's pretty much on him. Yeah, Fender is the backing company, but the money is really coming out of Ed's pocket, not Fender's. Fender's just allowing it to be distributed everywhere.
Right.
And I want to welcome Phil Mosley jumping in, Adam Simpson, new name in here. Anyone else that I've missed as well? James Severin. Adam Simpson was asking if we have any specific plans for NAMM. I think between Aaron and I, we've lined up about a dozen meetings, most of which will be Thursday. We have a private event we're going to Thursday night. And then after that, it's going to be shooting video as much as we can, as many interviews as we can.
We've got probably about, 6 or 7 builder interviews that we have lined up that nobody knows about until they come out.
Yeah. And we don't want to mention who we're talking to because also I don't want to hex it, right?
Right.
So, and especially, you say, hey, we're going to meet up with, say, Paul Reed Smith. Well, you get there and he's double booked you. Well, then we look like the fool because we're bragging it up.
It's all right. I'll knife PRS if that happens.
Let's see. Jasko says, what model EVH did Eddie play live on Jimmy Kimmel when Roth busted his nose?
It was go ahead. Yeah, the Stealth Signature Series.
There we go.
And that guitar was funny because that basically the story goes for the 2015 tour, the Ellen DeGeneres show, the Jimmy Kimmel show. They did one other one too, a TV show, and Eddie was all set to tour the 2015 with the Stealth guitar. He was gonna do the whole thing with this guitar. This is what he was going to use. And right before they left and went on tour, Chip Ellis showed up with a guitar that Eddie had asked him to do, and it was this relic, kind of a white guitar that looked like it was black at one point and finished, poorly. And Eddie liked the sound of this. The only thing he didn't like was the neck was a little bit too thick, so he sanded it down, and this became his tour guitar.
Okay.
So it was a last-minute deal. Kind of interesting, a little bit of stupid, useless history there. But
we got to find a way to get your face back on here because right now you're just like a voice from nowhere, Rob.
Oh, really? I see him. I see him.
I don't see Rob at all. I've got the chat open and other people are saying, like Terry said, I only see 3. You're not even, you're not on the actual stream.
Wow.
Weird.
That's weird because I see him.
On my phone, all it is a picture of you dressed like a ninja. And then on here, nothing.
All right, hang on. I'll jump out, jump back in. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, a few people are just mentioning in the chat now they don't see Rob. And we got Metalhead Hippie joining us. Awesome. PJ in the beard says, hat on at NAMM, guys. We have a budget for the trip, and we're right at that number. Which is kind of like what happened to Winter NAMM, right? Because the extra night I spent in Chicago, that was all on the credit card.
Yeah. I have
It
no
happens.
idea why LPD said fucking Aaron. I mean, probably because I'm just being me, but, well, fucking Lawrence. How about that? You and your well-groomed man face. And excellent pedals.
Hey, Ivan Carter. Yes, and hopefully I'll get a package on Tuesday.
You
From
mean
England.
you don't have a package?
Dude.
No, yeah.
That's
So I sent some pedals down to Lawrence to get fixed,
Oh, I get it.
and he was sending them back along with a couple others. So it goes from Arizona to LA, sits in LA for 5 days, and then I get an update that it's been scanned at Heathrow Airport. And I'm like, what the hell is it doing in England? So it got back to Montreal this week. And so hopefully by Tuesday I'll get it.
Wow.
Is that looking better, Ben? Can you guys see me now?
I do.
I do.
Wait, looks like you're still Ninja, and you're not existing here.
Huh.
Anybody else in the chat, write if you see or don't see Rob.
I'm wondering why I do see him and you don't. Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm just wondering if it's just his avatar going up and that's what they're seeing.
Yeah, you guys never got a chance to see my Stealth and my Tour Relic I just showed a minute ago.
Yeah, no.
Oh, thank you very much, Metalhead Hippie. So have a cup of NAMM coffee or a beer on the hippie.
All right.
Clearly beer.
We've got JJ, no Rob. BB Made, nope. Lawrence, nope. Amy, nope. Still not here for Phil. Told you, he's nowhere.
Ben, could you send me another invite? I don't know what the heck happened.
Phil says no avatar either. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Phil. Like on my phone, I just see his avatar, and then on the actual stream, there's just 3 boxes. It's me, Ben, and Dave.
Wow, that's really crazy. The thing is, he's not actually jumping out because I see his avatar instead of him jumping out of the video. The avatar should be disappearing.
Yeah,
and it
that's true.
hasn't.
Also, David, I wanna high five you for that package bit that went right over Ben's head. Fantastic.
Metal.
Oh, I caught it. I just chose, I know Dave busts my balls.
Oh, it was perfect.
Yeah. Well, it was like the other night, Dave, you got me good there. Well, when I mentioned the 7-string Telecaster, because I figured that's the only way we're going to get a Tele in Hannon's hands. It's got to be 7-string and probably like flat black. And
Yeah, he won't play a Telecaster ever.
no.
Nah.
Will Varela says, Rob says there's no Wi-Fi in his bathroom.
How about now? Can you see me, Dave?
Yeah, I see you.
Nothing still?
Let's see. I'll just open up the stream on my phone here.
I just totally shut everything down and came back. Somebody tried to call me and that's what they kicked out. As soon as someone tried to call me,
Well, why don't you refresh your whole computer? Like restart it. Do the whole.
Okay,
the whole
you know
9
what?
yards.
That might be a problem with the stream itself because, yeah, I'm looking here and it just shows the 3 of our avatars in the lower. And I remember that happened once on a round table where only half of us were showing up on screen.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I think Amanda says, definitely no Rob.
Let me
All right,
see.
let
Let
me
me check from my phone. 1 second.
Hey, Romeo Delight.
Oh, shush.
Hey,
There
Mark
were
Tapp
worse
is
songs
back.
that could have popped up. A lot worse songs that could have just popped up right there.
Brendan Buttcheeks in the house.
I was at the gas station yesterday, Ben, getting gas, and an older lady was standing in front of me, and her phone went off, and it was that bubble bubble butt, bubble bubble butt, bubble bubble butt, bubble bubble butt. And I was just like, oh shit, lady. And an older lady was standing in front of me, and her phone went off, and it was that bubble bubble butt, bubble bubble butt, bubble bubble butt. Bubble.
That's crazy. Yeah, on the stream on my phone, I don't see Rob at all.
Okay.
Not even an avatar.
What I can do is I can create a new event here in a sec. I'll just put Sunday Part 2 folks in the chat. And what we can do is quickly go offline. We'll relaunch the new one.
Is Rob restarting his computer? Like, does he even hear us right now?
He probably doesn't. But if you send him a new invite, I'll text him, or Ben could text him. You have his number, right?
Yeah. Well, I got to send the link anyways.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's what we'll do, folks. Give us 5 minutes, and we'll be up with a new stream. So.
Sounds good.
Bye.